up to 70% off. Shopguild.com today.
Happening now on Capitol Hill, the House is set to take up the annual defense policy bill with nearly $900 billion in military funding. Republicans are facing hurdles to muscle it through the House with a narrow majority. A provision tucked inside the bill would try to force Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to release unedited videos of strikes on alleged drug boats. CNN Chief Congressional Correspondent Mani Raju is on the Hill for us. Mani, it's a must-pass piece of legislation. Where do things stand right now?
Yeah, actually, this Republican leadership is struggling to pass the first procedural vote that must be approved first in order to get this bill approved on a majority vote, because they're facing opposition among a handful of conservative members on the right flank of the House GOP. Right now, 8 Republicans are voting no. The Speaker can only afford to lose a couple along party lines, which is why he is in a bit of a bind. But there are ways to pass this bill, doing it in what's known in Capitol Hill under suspension of the rules. That means a much higher threshold to pass this bill. 2/3 majority they would need in that case. We do expect that to eventually happen because Democrats want this bill to pass, so that will be approved eventually, despite this drama we're seeing right now play out in the Capitol. Now, at the same time, the Speaker, I just caught up with him on his way to the House floor, leaving his office. I asked him about some pretty controversial comments from the president last night in a rally in Pennsylvania, when he was referring to countries he called shithole countries, including countries like Somalia. And I asked the Speaker if he was okay with that kind of language. He referred to countries like Somalia as shithole countries. I wonder if you're okay with that kind of language.
Look, I'm baited every day with asking me to ask a comment about what the president or other members say.
It's the president of the United States. Don't you have an opinion on it?
Well, of course I have an opinion. That's not the way I speak, and you know that. But the president is expressing his frustration about the extraordinary challenge that is presented to America when you have people coming in, not assimilating, and trying to take over the country. We had illegal aliens, like 20 million, 4 years behind. It's a crisis for the country, and that's the frustration you hear in his voice and the language he uses.
Thank you, Officer. My guy. Thank you.
All right, Mani Raju, unfortunately, we have lost your microphone, but we are going to continue to monitor what is happening there on the Hill. Boris?
Let's discuss these major developments with Republican Congressman Randy Fine of Florida. Congressman, thank you so much for being with us. First, I just want to ask, on the footage of this second strike, shouldn't the American people be able to see this